Global warming disproportionately affects youth in indigenous coastal communities in Asia.
Yet, these groups are generally not part of conversation, whether it's the political debate or it's their contribution to arts and science.
How can young and indigenous people take their future in their own hands, dream, design, and transform their environment themselves?
The ocean is where all life started. It feeds billions of us, transports over 90% of our goods, and helps us regulate the climate.
But human societies, especially those that have experienced urbanization, have become increasingly disconnected to the seas that surround us.
And for them, the ocean is mysterious at best and threatening at worst.
International Ocean Station harks to the spirit of adventure that drove the international race to the moon, but subverts the elitist, technology-driven implications of space exploration.
Like the ocean itself, the International Ocean Station is a playground, free for anyone to explore and enjoy. It starts with a dream, an open-ended conversation, an evocation of what could be. It's designed by the youth and the indigenous population, the fisherfolk, the elders, the visitors, as it is an evolving instrumentation to explore and protect the sea and our future.
It may sound like a fantasy of a madman, but it is the construction of the collective.
In the north of the Philippines, the art scientist in residence Cesar Yung Harada is playing on the beach. Together with a group of newly found friends, they collect marine debris and assemble intricate designs of a floating architectural model.
As they build from reclaimed materials, they share stories from the past and their futures, their fears and their aspirations.
The most ambitious endeavors might feel like sci-fi at first, but that's how every invention feels at first. Between reality and magic, both arts and science.
The process of co-creating an ocean station will be broken down into the following parts. First, a research phase where we do community visits and story gathering.
2, where we gather materials.
Thirdly, we model and assemble and do some prototype testing.
4, story production.
5, celebrating this with the community.
And 6, the International Ocean Station will join the permanent collection at the Mine Museum, where it will continue to spark conversations.
Through the years, the Philippines has been among the top suppliers of seafarers in the global market. The country has been deploying over 400,000 seafarers every year from 2017, and this peaked at over 500,000 in 2019. The country continued to take the top spot in the global seafaring market in 2021, beating Russia, Indonesia, China, and India.
We are proud of our seafarers, from our ancestors to our brothers and sisters on the sea today.
Now, who is behind this art and science initiative?
Cesar Yung Harada is a French-Japanese designer living in Singapore.
He is currently an associate professor at the Singapore Institute of Technology and the inaugural resident at the Art Science Museum in Marina Bay Sands, Singapore.
His work is always bridging art and science for the climate in an inclusive way, often working with youth, indigenous, and underserved communities.
Cesar was a researcher in MIT and currently a PhD candidate in design at the Conservatoire National des Arts et Métiers. His work won Ars Electronica's Golden Mica and has been presented at the UN, TED, Harvard, and has been featured at V&A and many international media outlets.
This project is curated and produced by us, Emerging Islands, an art for ecology residency and collective growing an alternative infrastructure for Filipino artists to tell community-based island stories.
Emerging Islands activities explore engagements between artists and grassroots communities on issues relating to the natural world through our artist residency program, community programming, artist-led expeditions, and of course, multidisciplinary storytelling.
By holding space for island voices and narratives, we hope to foster greater awareness and solidarity around the issues that coastal communities face and the shared culture that they belong to. so that together we can begin to imagine the possibility of an interdependent world and a global archipelago.
We want to give a very special thanks, of course, to Alliance Francaise and the Mind Museum in Manila.
The best way to predict the future is to create it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.